over the years, we have trained thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of people. I think we've been able to change people's lives because of the people that we teach. A lot of these folks are out there, and I see them almost every week of my life. They're alone. They feel abandoned. They feel like they're overburdened and overtaxed. And when they come to our classes, they feel invigorated and they're ready to go back on site and do a better job.
There is no greater thing that I would budget in my, as a property management executive, training would, for me, be the ultimate thing. I would want to make sure I had lots of money for training, because there is no way that you can make up for that. You can lose so many dollars because people are not trained, that you can really see the difference when they are professionally trained.
Many managers don't receive enough training in problem solving. And really, how do you train someone to problem solve? But that's what site managers have to do every day. They have to find the quickest, most efficient, most effective way to solve problems.
Without training, they can't effectively do their job. If the person isn't well trained, especially in affordable housing, they're not giving that person all of the credits and the help that they would need, because they could reduce their rent by knowing what the allowable expenses are. Training, teaching someone about fair housing and how to deal with people consistently and fairly. Trying to learn how to run your property effectively. And I don't mean just with your tenants, but with the people that work with you, with your maintenance staff, with your people in the corporate office, the state agencies. If you don't effectively know how to communicate with them, then you're not going to be able to do your job.
What we try to do when we train property managers is give them the tools and the models to ferret out the things that are causing problems, because without finding the root cause of a problem, you certainly can't find the solution, and then really be able to evaluate the best way to get to that solution.
In order for that person to be effective, that person needs to be very competent. That person needs to be a good problem solver and a good decision maker. That person also needs to keep the property in compliance with HUD regulations, especially if it's public housing or Section 8 properties. And what we say is that because of the importance of that role, that person needs to attend as much training as possible. Now, at the National Center, we have 4 major certifications that we call cornerstones of housing management. We have occupancy certification. It could be COS or TCS. COS is Certified Occupancy Specialist. TCS is Tax Credit Specialist. We have Site-Based Budgeting Specialist. We have CMH, Certified Manager of Housing, and CMM. We call those cornerstones. In order for people to qualify for the RHM, they must be certified in those cornerstones. And we call the people that achieve their RHM process the cream of the crop. They are the elite members of their organization because they've been centerified, meaning they've been nicheified. The same principles we used up there in the South Bronx to help turn around people's lives, we try to teach the same principles out in our different classrooms. And you're not going to get it all in one class. There are a series of classes that we feel you have to attend to become a complete manager.